So I wanted to start a mini series that I wanted to talk about my experiences with working with people, some of the YouTubers and Twitch streamers, and the people I've met, or maybe companies that I've met over the years. And I wanted to talk about what my experience was with these people. And I wanted to start it off with the one and the only Keemstar. So something's been bugging me, which is why I'm starting off with Keemstar, and that is the amount of dick sucking. I'm talking about the amount of hardcore dick sucking that some people go to, the lengths that they go to try to get into thrust. I don't like it. I don't dig it. I don't think it's fucking cool. I don't think it's anywhere appropriate. I've seen so many people who send in videos, they're talking about Keemstar, how they want to join thrust. And the first thing they open with is, oh man, I fucking love Keemstar. He's the coolest motherfucker. He's trying to save the community. I can't believe he's helping out the community and doing all this. Now, I'm not going to disagree with helping out the community, but when you open up a video with like, please insert cock into my face, I don't like that. I think it's bullshit because I've talked to Keemstar. I don't know if any of you guys have known me in the past, but I used to be the manager for Bad Kid Cast when it was still a thing. I helped set up the deal to get Keemstar streaming on Streamy, and I've done a couple other little things here and there, nothing too big to note. But at the end of the day, I went out of my way to talk to this guy to say, hey, let's do some work together. Let's work together, motherfucker. I didn't sit there and go, oh, please, can I do this? No, I said, hey, I can help you out with this problem. For example, when Bad Kid Cast had started, they said, we need somebody to help us get the podcast on iTunes. I said, I can try to help you. I've never actually done it, but I can help you out, and I actually have the free time to do this. So he gave me the opportunity, and I proved that I could actually get the podcast up on iTunes. I actually did the work behind it, but that was me setting up like business with somebody. That wasn't me sitting there saying, oh, you're such a great fucking guy, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Dude, I fucking love you. You are helping out the community. You're such a genuine guy. Now, that might be my opinion, but the point is at the end of the day, I'm not sitting there flaunting that. I'm not sitting there making every comment so I get the appreciation love. I'm saying, listen, motherfucker, I'm here to work, and I want to work with you. And if there's a reward that comes along my way, fuck it, I'll take the reward. But that's the thing. We're going to go into some of the experiences. Now, my experience with Keem is mixed. It's very mixed experience because there's been some good, there's been some bad, and there's been that middle ground that it's like, to explain it, it's been really good experiences, really good in working relations, but then there's like times where you hear something and you're going, I don't know if that's good or bad. For example, I can lead into a couple of examples of this. When I was originally talking with Keem for the Streamy deal, he opens up the conversation with, so, what's the deal? Like, what is this? You know, what are they offering? And I go, okay, well, here's the offer, blah, 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 blah. I say whatever is the deal and whatnot. And then he goes, all right, I'll get back to you. Ends the call. So I'm sitting there saying, okay, I guess we'll see. Like, I'm left in the dark. Now, that's not a bad thing. That's a very straightforward business presentation, and that is never to be skewed for somebody being rude to you. But the thing is that when I'm a newbie coming into this industry, it's kind of weird to see what really goes on behind the scenes. So it was interesting to, you know, actually have a deal or meet somebody that was very cut, clear, and to the point. What do you want? What do I get? What are we going to do? What's the deal? How do we do this? And that is something I fucking relish in. Like, no joke, every person that I've ever done deals with or I try to work with in some way, they're too PC. They're too like, oh, well, I'll get back to you. Let's see what happens. Like, oh, I checked out the site, but it's not... I'm interested, but I'm just having too much fun over here. They're too PC about things. They're not like, oh, you have this deal for me? I like it. Let's try it out. Let's give it a shot. Or, no, you can go fuck yourself. There's not enough people who do that. And that is why I gravitate towards Keemstar, because it's a very cut, clear presentation. What are we going to do? How do we do this? And it's sometimes simple. Now, here's where some of the bad kind of came in. When the podcast was starting to kind of get deleted nonstop over and over and over again, I wanted to try to get the video format back because there was a huge market back. I think this is 2012 or 2013. I don't know exactly, or maybe 2014 when Blade was still in Buffalo. I went with them to Darien Lake to go record some of that stuff with them, and I was like, hey, listen, I'm not as good as Scott Kim Martin. Like, so few people are as good as Scott Kim Martin is, but overall, I wanted to try to do what I can to help out. Now, I get in there, I'm going in and we're doing some recording, we're doing some work and shooting and whatnot, having some fun too at the park, why not? And after that, never heard back about trying to do any video stuff. And I was like, okay, I mean, there was like literally every episode of the video podcast would get 50,000, 100,000 views. And this was 2 years ago. Imagine what that would be now. That would be like a million sub channel that gets 200, 300,000 views for a podcast, a video format podcast. You guys know the Joe Rogan Experience. I mean, imagine getting those kinds of numbers. That's what that would have been in my opinion. But they didn't want to do it. So I was like, okay, I guess you don't want to. I mean, I'm right here. I don't do anything. I work my job. I can literally record at a moment's notice. Why do you not? So I'm a little miffed about that. But most of the time when I interact with Keem, it's those kinds of deals. And I respect that in the community because not enough people do it, like I said earlier. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's weird to interact with one person who does it their way, who's very cut, clear, and dry and to the point, and nobody else is, because like when I'm sitting there and I'm talking with everybody else, I feel like I gotta handle them with kid gloves. Like, oh, you know, you're kind of a cool guy, you know, you want to do this deal. I mean, there's no pressure. No pressure. You don't need to commit to anything. Here's what the offer is, and if you want to do anything, here it is. Like, that's how I have to handle all the other things. With Keem, it's just like, boom, here's a deal. Yes, I like it. No, I don't like it. Like, I can't, it's weird. It's a fucking weird system. It's a weird community. So, yeah, that is really my overall experience with Keemstar. I mean, it's been really good. I've been having fun. I like that I'm able to help out. Now, like, the downside is that, you know, sometimes it feels like I'm trying to help out, but there's no real, like, light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, oh, thank you for your help. Which I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. But sometimes it's like, you know, bro, I'm here to work. I'm here to do a job, man. I'm trying to, like, I go to my job, I go to school, and I got all this extra free time, and it's like, bro, I'm trying to work here. So, of all the people out there in the community that you can fucking trust me, bro. Because I've done what I can, and I've never faltered on what I can do. So, that's the good, that's the bad, that's my experience with Keemstar. Guys, if you have any suggestions or things you want to ask, write them in the comment section below. I'll do some more stories. I have other people, plenty of other people that I've done work with or done had some interactions with, some companies I've worked with. So, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll check you guys in the next episode.